What's up, guys? It's Brandon Flash, and today is finally the day that I get to experience the brand new Model Y, and I'm going to show you guys everything that's included with it. As mentioned, this is the new Model Y. This is a 2026 model year. Actually out on a test drive, and want to show you guys everything that's included if you take delivery of one of these. If you're looking for a super in-depth tour, Out of Spec has a great one of those. This is not going to be super in-depth. I'm mostly showing you what's included so you know what to expect when you take delivery of one of these. And then also just kind of an abbreviated tour so you can get a little bit of a look at one of these, since I haven't shown one of these yet on the channel. This is, of course, the long-range all-wheel drive acceleration boost FSD launch series, which is the only new Model Y that is available, at least as of right now. But this should still be representative for all of the new Model Ys, whether it be all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, long-range rear-wheel drive, whatever they come out with once the launch series is done. This should be applicable to that as well. And of course, before I fully dive in, I do want to mention, if you're ordering one of these, even though at least as of right now, Tesla does not have a referral benefit if you're buying one of these, if you order through someone's referral, the referrer, so in that case, that would be me if you use my link, still gets benefit for you ordering through their link. So definitely look down below in the description and in the pinned comment. You'll find my referral link, and definitely helps out the channel when you use that. So definitely, if you're in the market for one of these or any new Tesla, definitely would appreciate you using that referral link. And without further ado, let's take a look at everything that's included here. So we're going to start up in the front. This is, of course, the front trunk, as you would come to expect on a Tesla. Nothing too crazy here. If you're watching this, you've probably already watched some other videos on this new Model Y. I'm certainly not the first person to cover one of these, but I definitely wanted to bring you guys the coverage because that's what you come to expect from this channel at this point. So under here, we've popped the front trunk. Very similar actually to the new Model 3, you have your tow hook up here in the little front section, whereas in the normal old Model Y, it's actually in the bottom in a little cutout. Down here, you also have the little drain, which is new. So if you have ice or whatever, and then it drains down. I wouldn't put anything like muddy or anything, because that, I don't really know where that drains down into. That probably just drains down onto some of the panels, which I don't know if I'd want anything to be caught down there. And this doesn't seem to be the easiest thing to put back. There we go. Once you remove it. So wouldn't remove that if you don't need to, but it's nice that it's there. Worth noting, this seal is not quite seated right. So Tesla seems to be working through some of the early build quality issues on these. The VIN is not sequential, so can't really tell build number at that point. Here we have the new wheel covers. So these are actually pretty interesting because this is plastic. This is the actual wheel. So plastic wheel, plastic wheel, plastic wheel. And if you pop this off, you'll still see these new blades. This is, of course, Ultra Red, which on the launch series is a free included color. Let's come around to the back. Of course, power hatchback, as you would expect on any new Tesla at this point. Just like that. Here we have, exclusive to the launch series, the new launch series badge. Surprisingly, it's actually like three-dimensional. So these little bits are kind of raised. I don't know if you guys can catch that. So that's kind of cool. And it actually looks pretty good on the red. And then here we have your backup camera, also used for FSD. And right under here is where the latch is for that power tailgate. You have the new light bar there, of course, as well. And coming back here, so we have the parcel cover or tonneau cover, whatever you want to call it. This is magnetic, can also be stowed under here. I'll show you that in a second. Here we have your front plate bracket. You also have the hardware necessary in there as well. So 4 screws, so those are for back here. And then you also have the hardware to attach the plate onto here. And normally Tesla includes a little graphic on how to actually install this on the car, but it seems like they have removed that, which is a little surprising. So definitely consult the owner's manual before you install that so you don't install it improperly. I have seen far too many of these installed incorrectly, which is really a shame. We'll put that back there. Here we have your J1772, so that end, to NACS J3400. Technically, that's actually not J3400 because it's the legacy NAC style plug, but that's a detail we're not going to get into today. And this adapter allows you to charge this car or any Tesla or any car with NAC support on J1772 or non-Tesla third-party AC slow chargers. So if you have like a Rivian charger or ChargePoint Home Flex or something like that at home, this will allow you to charge it. Workplaces, malls, a lot of those kind of places have this. This is not for CCS fast charging, just to be clear there. And we have more storage under here. You also should be getting a Monroney sticker or window sticker with the car. This test drive car does not appear to have one in it for whatever reason. Probably someone took it out, if I had to guess. But that is a legally required document that you should be getting when you purchase a new one of these. So make sure you get that. Here you have the storage that you get when you don't have the third row, which is not yet available on the new Model Y, probably coming at some point. And then the very large subfrunk back here. I think it's about the same. It doesn't look notably bigger to me, but maybe it's slightly bigger. Someone will correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Let's put those back here. And let's see if I can manage to do this one-handed. This will be slightly impressive if I do. But see these new notches here? They serve two purposes. So they allow a little bit better ventilation if you have something down here like a cooler, for example. Then it can vent out the sides when you have this in place. Or you can actually take this, and again, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Maybe. And then place this down here, and then shut this, so that way you have a nice place to stow that if you want to have the entire rear cargo area available. This, not the greatest build quality, it seems, on these early cars. That's popping off a little bit. But let's try out these folding seats. So we'll do the right side first. These are now power folding up and down. We'll do the other side too. You can actually see the front seat moving forward there. To do that, because I had the driver's seat all the way back for my tall position, and then moving back into place. And then now let's put them back up. I did not press them at the same time, just to be clear. And now this is what I'm interested in. I'm wondering if this is power fold too. Nope. So this section is not power fold on its own. This is kind of that middle divider. That is just manual, which that's fine. That's totally reasonable to not have that be power on its own. It just moves with this other section. Here you have your cup holders in the rear. Those look identical to the previous Model Y, which is also totally fine. This demo car has seen better days as far as cleanliness, but that's fine as well. You have these pretty nice mats. They have this kind of nice edge. I believe that's a launch series distinction. Also worth noting, this car should come with a Tesla mobile connector, and that mobile connector should have both the NEMA 1450 and the NEMA 515 adapters with it, meaning for a normal wall outlet and for a 240 volt outlet. So definitely make sure that your car comes with that if you are taking delivery of one of these. This seems a little finicky to get to sit properly. There we have it, I think. Also, it seems like this is wearing pretty poorly compared to previous Model Y. This is newly a soft material compared to the previous Model Y that had this as hard plastic. And it looks like it's wearing pretty poorly. And this car has 1,000 miles on it. Of course, it's a demo car, so it's seeing a lot of wear and tear. But in 1,000 miles to have that kind of wear is a bit concerning. So let's go into the back seat. Here we have the new door card with the accent lighting. The rest looks pretty similar. Down here, you'll see the new little label for the emergency release. That pops in there. We'll put that back. And then you have new buttons right here. So these do the same. Or these are not tilt, actually. These should tilt the seat. Doesn't appear to, which is weird. Let's try the other side. Maybe those buttons don't work, which is a little concerning if they don't. Maybe they only work if you're sitting in the seat. Let's try that. That's concerning. Those buttons don't seem to work. Maybe coming in a software update, which would be weird. Comment down below if you've experienced that as well. Here you can see the rear screen. So similar functionality that I've showed before. So you have your fan controls. You can move that around. This is basically just like the new Model Y, or sorry, new Model 3. You have your heated seats back here. You have your music, media, games, settings. You can connect Bluetooth, of course, as well, volume. So all that fun stuff. You have the new seat pockets back here. And again, the same new door card. And let's go around actually to the passenger side. New charge port is basically the same as before, nothing crazy there. I like that new little slit. So passenger side, so there's that. Launch series on the new little door labels. Let's make sure these work. Those look good. Interesting that you can see the stitching so visibly. Not the greatest quality there. Let's look at the other seat for comparison. That seat looks quite a bit better, but still not perfect. So some room for improvement there from Tesla. Here you have the safety information manual. That's included and legally required. You have your little airbag warning. And in there you have your 128 gigabyte flash drive. I'm not going to remove that because that is a royal pain to put back. And you have your new magnetic glove box. Listen for the clunk, just like that. Nice little noise. You also should be getting 2 of the Tesla key cards with your new car. You have your new launch series badging, your console, just like that. This is nice how it kind of dips down. This is identical to the new Model 3. Magnetic latching center console. You have your one USB-C port there, and then you have your 12-volt outlet down there in that little flap. And we'll close the front trunk. You don't have the emblem to guide you on where to close it, so right about there, nice and firm. You can see the new light bar there. It's not on. Let me turn it on for you guys. I'll show you how to do that, and we'll set it to city or to parking lights, parking. There we go. We've got the light bar on already. We have the dome lights not on at the moment. And then here you can see, so those are your backup shifters actually. Let's check out the new lights. If there are weird flickering or anything like that, that is not present in real life. That is just due to refresh rate with my iPhone camera. They look really nice. I like this little slit here. I'll also put on the hazards in a second. Interestingly, with parking lights on, you don't get the rear light. So let's put it on full lights. On. We'll throw the hazards on too. So that slit that I just mentioned, that's your turn signal. You have your actual headlights down below. Let's go around to the back. You can also see the hardware 4 turn signals there. You have your brake or light there, turn signals. And it's kind of hard to see during the day, but it's pretty darn nice. But there you have your indirect light. You can definitely not see it on the ground during the day like you can at night. And you can see your hazards down below here as well. And then we also have, of course, the new shifter. So we'll turn hazards off, just like that. So there's no click. It's just to the end and that's it. Which is a little strange how cheap that feels. The beeping is due to headlights being on automatic or manual. There's no button or anything. It feels a little chintzy and forced. I don't know why they wouldn't just use the existing stock that they have, but Tesla does Tesla things. This dash is really nice. The grain on it will probably drive me nuts if I get one of these, because you'll see all the fingerprints like that. Little things. These new speaker grills are very nice though. And there you have it, guys. If you're interested in purchasing one of these, definitely use my referral link down below. But otherwise, that's everything that's included with the new 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper, as they call it, refresh.